Oh, we got some masked heroes trying to disappear right now. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. I'm done rambling about pre-sales. Today is the last day. Discount code MCL40 will save you on your purchase on anything you're looking to get off of Gamer's Choice before they end up pulling everything off of their site probably this afternoon. Honestly, set looks like it has had a phenomenal run for a lot of people, and obviously a lot of cool things in here to pick up if you are interested. And then of course over here on Kong's, discount code M40 will save you on your purchase still on anything you need. I'm glad to see Xena has moved up. Chest archetype really moving on along here. But yeah, a lot of good, interesting deck cores in availability. And of course, the full arts. Ooh, how much are full art Starlights and things now? Ooh, Black Chaos is definitely up there. Witness of the Ancients and the Sacred Beast, very cheap. Makes sense, right? It's a one-of. Actually, kind of think of, except for the Pharah, most of these are one-ofs, which I guess is kind of cool in terms of marketing. All right, the masked hero, Furnace himself. I had to do a double take on this. So when you come down here, you have, the one cheap listing, and then you kind of mosey on along, you start to see $5, $6, and it's kind of in that moment that you kind of go, oh, hey, why are we consistently heading on up here? Is this, yes, he is starting to break the $6 to $7 range, 6, 7, yet again, and obviously just kind of on your track record here for the people that have been picking these up, they are decently moving along at a pretty acceptable rate right now. So kind of something to keep in mind. We've seen Mesa Muertos doing little interesting things as the set kind of moves along, but to see, Masked Hero Furnace finally getting that uptick that we've predicted for a while is pretty cool. Masked Hero or Elemental Hero Blazeman. What did I miss that has caused this card? You can get Italian copies for $3.99 a piece. But meanwhile, English copies are some of the most disgustingly priced. This card's been $17 to $20 for the way it looks for a while. That's the World Superstars version. Luckily enough, you can get the Speed Duel Tournament pack for $6. Legendary Hero Common is sub $1. A Speed Duel Midterm pack is like 60 cents as well. So, all of the versions that are running around for this, it's just the high rarity top end of the playable spectrum, as we would kind of expect. This is nothing new, honestly. It's just the more that we see these things kind of pushing around, I guess the more it is. Harmonias. Well, is Harmonia going down? Is Harmonia going up? Has Harmonia, stabilized? We're heading into the WCQ here in like a week. This card's going to be one of the hottest topics of conversation. And honestly, I think post WCQ, I think you're going to see this card probably give out. Now, obviously, that's a lot of unverified there. You have two verified. So you have this one for 110, and then you're looking at 115. I would very much say that the unverified wall here of the $100 ones, somebody comes through and gets a playset for $300 plus tax. They're not doing too terrible, but in terms of most of your stabilized market, looks like you're pretty much riding the $110 line. Now, keep in mind, after WCQ season here, there is a highly likely chance that you see this stuff, or you see this card, being one of the better cards it is right now, you might actually see this push down post that, environment, but we'll have to wait and see. No ETN reprint. Firewall Dragon, we talked yesterday about Protect Code Talker kind of being the little menace running around in the What in the World Has Happened Here video, and his very best friend in the world, dear old Firewall Dragon, $38 on the light play. Then you're pushing 43, 44 on more of the top end of things, which is a little bit interesting, I guess. Not particularly too crazy about that. Looks like Ultimate Rares are $24 a piece for these, which once again, I mean, this isn't anything too crazy. You know, you eventually do accelerate up to the $30 mark, which I'm not going to spend $30 on an Ultimate Firewall Dragon when I can go get the Ghost Rare and argue that it looks a little bit better. Or, you know, you can creep on down here to the Secrets. These are still only $5. You know, so you're not really wasting too much money. It's just if you want the tin version from 2018, which, by the way, this in Euro English, as you can see here, that's good looking. I like that. That might be the one to go with. Yeah, those are $4. That's pretty impressive. But it's not like you also get the QCR for $1.25, man. Like, Firewall Dragon does not have to be an expensive card. You can also get the alt art from Mago for 20 cents. You know, it's not too crazy. I also talked about Pharaonic Advent yesterday. In the last couple of days, it does look like people have been penny stonking this, considering the fact it's 34 cents, 50 cents, 34 cents, 34 cents. You know, I don't blame people for taking a look at this and going, oh, hey, you know, this is a pretty cheesy card. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's 150% cheesy. But this is the kind of stuff that makes this game fun and exciting. You know, it gives people an opportunity to actually see, you know, why things are working the way they are. So, okay. I mean, the more you know. This thing does have another version. It does have the super rare from Photon Hypernova that is also way more in stock than the Ultra. All right. Tokens from 2009 Nationals. I feel like this should have happened way sooner, considering these were the first tokens way back in 2009. These tokens, they've sat around for a while in a lot of people's collections, but the last of the $10 tokens have disappeared. Now, as you can see, I mean, this thing has no sales above $10, which is kind of crazy, actually, because we've seen more modern era tokens coming in at more expensive price points than this. And that's pretty intriguing, honestly. But yeah, all right, I guess the more you know. Ally of Justice Catastor. Well, first of all, this is a Hidden Arsenal HA01 version. These are, and I shit you not, people, these are $43 a piece on near mints. Now, evidently I've just been in a time capsule with these things, but light plays are $40 on Hidden Arsenal Catastors. These were a dime a dozen. Let's go back a year. These were $4 a year ago. And then you come in here today and you see $40 price tag. I do not blame you if you have the most confused Pikachu facial expression, because same, honestly. Ultimaya Tzolk'in, this was something that we've been tracking. We know that Elf Note wants to choose to play this as a fun little card, and I guess people have been picking up this for the penny stonks. Once again, I mean, 70 cents. I don't really blame you. Problem here, though, is it's a 10 QCR. As we do know with these 10 QCRs, they don't necessarily tend to be too super expensive. They're just really interesting pieces that you're able to pick up and be able to enjoy. But, okay, basically about $2. Neospacian Dark Panthers. What in the world have I missed with this thing? $420 on near mints. I do want to see, though. Let's take that off. Let's go take a look at light plays. Somehow, light play first eds are up there. But your highest sale is $100 on near mint. You've had nothing go beyond that. It just looks like this is something that's kind of happened over time, the natural erosion, if you will, which has been pretty straightforward. Book of Life. These are really $6 to $8 a piece. Actually, they're worse than that, because eventually you have a place here at $7.71. These do hit this extremely crazy mark. How much are these? These actually have consistent sales. I'll be darned. Interesting. Also, a little bit of a fun fact here. Evidently, in Asian English played version, and I mean, take a look at all of that play on this. That's crazy. It's destroyed here. This sold at $581.40. That is crazy to see. But what do you guys think about today's market? Please, comment down below what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.